Well, Kirk, it was really a kind of a different season for us this year. Going into the season, we got ready to play the first ball game. We looked around and looked at our roster, and we had ended up over the course of the year getting ready to play the season. We had ended up losing 9 of our top pitchers, and so it's an interesting season to say the least. It turned out that we ended up having a pretty good year, in that we ended up 37-21 and won 37 ball games, and finished 4th in the conference in the regular season. And so overall, I think we were well pleased by it. Well, we had some guys step up is the main thing, and this is what we talked about going into the season. You know, it was really a bad break for us at the beginning of the season. For some of our seniors particularly, we had some guys that we thought would be ready to play, and it worked out that they were ineligible and couldn't play, and so it was one of those seasons where we talked about at the beginning of the year, you know, we can either just lay down and take it, or either somebody can step up, and I think that happened for us. We had some guys step up. We got a pitcher in, Chris Good, who stepped up real big for us, won 14 ball games. He was a guy we were not counting on. We didn't have him till Christmas, came in at Christmas, so we didn't know about him. But he was the guy that stepped up. Rob Marzoni did the same sort of thing. And then we had a newcomer, Josh Rogers, that stepped in big for us on the mound. So we were able to piece it together with a lot of young pitchers and that sort of thing. We ended up doing a kind of an odd thing over the year, and we had most every Tuesday night and every Friday night we had it scripted so that we had 8 or 9 pitchers throwing and throwing in a piece, and that worked out well for us. So Coach Smith did a great job with that, and coming up with that plan and scripting it every time, and it worked real good for us. It kept us into every ball game, and we won an awful lot of those ball games. So then we also had some guys come in that were sophomores on the team that you know, really at the beginning of the year I didn't think would be starting for us. It ended up playing for us during the year and winning some jobs in the outfield, and shortstop JoJo Richards is one that I can mention real quick, that stepped in the middle of the year and took over that position, and you know, really won us a lot of ball games because he played such good defense. So we ended up with a defensive ball club and surprisingly a pretty good pitching staff over the year. Well, I certainly think that the biggest key is our recruiting that's going on right now, and we are in the process of trying to bring in a good many new pitchers and some arm strength, some velocity on our pitching staff, and that was one of the big things we were lacking, was velocity, and so we need to bring in some new guys there. And of course we lost a 3 of our top hitters, and actually our 3 top hitters we lost, and so we're looking hard and beating the bushes out there trying to find some guys that can hit for us, and you know, that's the big key to every year really, to be honest, is what we do with our recruiting, and that's what we're trying to get done right now.